Glad you could join us for more Media Champions. I'm your host, Mary Therese Griffin, coming to you from Atlanta. I am excited to have on the program today Tony Nguyen. Tony is in Irvine, California, and he is with Cota Media. Tony, thanks for being on the program as one of our subject matter experts to help guide people through this world of media. Thanks for being here.
All right, thanks for having me, Mary.
I want to share with people the expertise that your company brings to the table, because oftentimes people, they want to have a website, for example, and they just think, oh, okay, I'm going to pay somebody, going to save some money, have my website, start my business. Why is that a bad idea?
So typically that's great for a startup company if you're looking for just like a basic online presence. A lot of people use the do-it-yourself builders. And what we found in the past with our experience is that it's great to just get a website up, but then you're lacking a lot of the digital strategies where you're drawing traffic back to your website. So what we found in the past is if you're going that route, it's best to hire a professional so that they can kind of guide you through the website design process. Is not just about having a aesthetically pleasing website. It's more about having the website work for you. So in my opinion, and what we've seen in the past is it really behooves the business owner to hire someone that can guide them through. That way, you spend that money up front, and you don't have to reinvest over and over, again, over the next few years. A lot of our clients, they start off with that method, and then within 2 years, they find that their business is growing, and that they need some kind of digital strategy to bring traffic back at the website. It just doesn't cut the mold. So I would definitely go against that and say just reach out to a few with designers or agencies in your area. And just get free consultations, and they'll walk you through the whole process.
Let's talk about that strategy that you just spoke of. Obviously, with the creation of the website, but once you have that website, you want to get your messaging down. I know you all are the pros at Cota at helping people with content and messaging. And specifically, I want to talk about why they should partner with a company like yours. Maybe they have an internal marketing department or media department, and that's great, but it's a good idea to partner on the outside. Why?
Yeah, because when you partner with a agency, we do a lot of things outside the box, and we do have a very strong sense of what the market looks like as far as the digital point of view of it. So a lot of the in-house marketers or in-house marketing staff, they have a very basic knowledge of what's going on out there. They know collectively what they need to put together. And then from there, they should be outsourcing that to multiple agencies or one agency like ours that can take care of everything all in one place. The reason why for that is because, you want to make sure that you have your finger on the pulse of the industry. There are a lot of techniques nowadays, and the industry is evolving so quickly with all the digital ad buying, all the different styles of ads that are coming out. And then the content strategy is key, because what happens is, our company, what we do is we do a lot of market research to find out who your target demographic is. Once we pinpoint your target demographic, what we'll do is we'll find the competitors who are the biggest players in your industry. Once we compile that data, it's all a matter of sifting through, and then from there we can come up with the proper content to deliver to the right audience. Without that kind of knowledge and experience, it's very difficult for an in-house marketer to provide all of those services all under one roof.
Analytics are so important in this world of media and marketing. It's not your mom and dad's advertising anymore. How do you convince somebody that once they have that content, that having pros like you keep track of those analytics and following the customers is key and crucial, because you want to reach that success level that the customer wants. And so having the analytics is crucial.
It is. Yeah, it really is. Back in the day, old school marketing, you can buy an ad on a banner somewhere on a freeway. The problem with that is that you can't track how many people looked at the banner or how many people, used that banner and then ended up calling you and became a customer. So with the invention of analytics and digital tracking, you need a professional to interpret that data for you, because when you look at the data, it really doesn't make sense. The tracking it allows you to track down to the age group of the people that are on your website. It allows you to track their interests, their demographics as far as where they're logging in from, and then what's called a bounce rate, which is how long they stay on a certain page of your website. So, if you have a professional interpret that for you, they can explain to you what that means and if it's good or if it's not good. And all of that tracking goes back to how solid your website is as well. If you have a solid website and then you have the analytics attached to it and you have someone interpreting it for you, you'll know if your website's doing its job or not. So that's a big thing to have. And then, with that knowledge, you can use that knowledge to really define your target demographic, and then you can market to them even more effectively. All of the big Fortune 500 companies are doing that. They've been doing that for the past 10, 15 years. And it's just a matter of the trickle down effect and what we can do to mimic their processes. That's why data collection right now is so important. As long as it's done, ethically, it's perfect, but it can really up your business quite a bit.
And last but not least, I want to ask, can you share with us a success story and how gratifying that must be to you at Cota when your client listens to your advice and they take your subject matter expertise and then bam, they've got success. That's got to be very gratifying.
Yeah, so that's what we thrive for. So, when we hear this, it's always the smaller stories that we really enjoy the most. When we work with bigger companies, it's, they're already established and they have a huge budget. So in one instance, we worked with a pair of sisters. They came to us with a very small budget. They barely had enough to get a website made. So what we did was we put in some of our money to kind of help them get off their feet. They started a little clothing line, and after a few years or so, they did a lot of influencer marketing. We built their website. We did the social media strategy, the Instagram strategy. And then once they were off the ground, pretty much, sky was the limit for them. Now they generate over $2.3 million a year. And it's just a matter of that right recipe, finding the right personalities. And you have to be open-minded as a business owner. A lot of times when you come to an agency with your website, a lot of times they'll make a lot of critiques to your company or your website. But what they're trying to do is figure out and understand how to take you to the next level. So in that instance, we were able to take them to a very high level when it comes to the retail marketing industry. So now they're a powerhouse. They're one of the biggest online women's clothing retailers in the market.
Congratulations, Tony. You guys are making that recipe for success and you're doing it with gusto. Keep on keeping on, my friend. Thanks for being with us today. We appreciate your expertise and we hope you come back on Media Champions.
Thank you so much for having me, Mary, and God bless. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
And same to you. If you want to know the great things that Tony Nguyen and the guys at Cota are doing, go to our website. We can make the connect for you. It's dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Treese in Atlanta. Hope to see you back for more Media Champions.